DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie,
oh, did you say something, Scott?
What do you make of all this? I think if anything,
fuck, I'm so fat with this pizza so much.
I know how you feel.
To think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard. Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly? Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament. Next I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you...
Guinea pig. Kisses. You betcha I'm gonna find the guy from Sheffield.
The situation is worse than I thought. Ah, but there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Oh, excuse me. Banned for life. Sarah Habib, kitchen helper. Banned for life from the London Zoo. Weapon. MP5.
Jesus.
Electrician, melee weapon, wrench. I'm gonna have the guy who looks like a private eye. I'll try not to get him killed. You ever think there's an article somewhere on the internet where game journalists have said if you get your characters killed because they're of a different skin colour, accidentally, you're racist or some shit? I don't doubt that. I feel like that's a thing.
Sorry, what did you say?
You know when people are like, oh, you only play this ethnicity because of this or something like that. It's like when you see, like, oh, people won't like this character because they're gay or something like that. Imagine if there's a thing where, because in this game you can get your operatives killed. Imagine if someone wrote an article online saying, oh, people only play the white characters because they have the best stats or something like that. Which isn't true. Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm driving the wrong way through Trafalgar Square!
I'm excited to be here. Apparently the resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been something about DedSec, the resistance and or terrorist organisations, delete according to preference, not preference, sorry, delete according to...
I'm sorry, I don't know how to drive. I'm sorry!
To a CERS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real
Oh
threat.
god, I'm calling a baby Carl with a K. With a C, even.
This is so unreal. Like, I've literally been down this road with my Auntie Sally when I was younger.
But I do worry, Alice.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes I think
this like is pretty fucking accurate, you know. I remember being here, this park where I am now. I remember seeing a soldier, loads of soldiers doing like a, what's it called? Not a, like a parade, yeah. Yeah, I remember this place.
I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life
wow.
on things like watching sport, thinking about sport.
I could just spend most of my time just driving around London trying to find the old places where I used to hang out when I used to go on holiday.
Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no,
shit.
It couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a burning effigy of the concept of hope? Quite possibly. Is it the soul of Sky Larson imploding into its own vacuum? May well be that. Is it the user of Nigel Pack?
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Very well. This manual override will be like putty in my hands.
Oh, why does he sound like that? Oh, I regret hiring you now. Apparently there's hints at the new character in Apex being lesbian, right? And people are instantly jumping to misogyny about it, though. When there's no need, like, there's no need, they're going, oh, the straights are gonna be upset. Like, people don't care! It's a piece of, it's pixels on a screen! As long as she uses her cluster missile and doesn't yell gay pride when she fires them, or fires gay mist as an ability, I don't care. As long as missile go whoosh, it's fine.
Ah, here we go.
You must now sign a 50-page... I was going to say, you must now sign a 50-page waiver declaring that you will play all gay characters and no straight characters. But, like, it's getting to that point. You know, like, disclaimers and stuff, and NDAs.
Yeah.
You know, there's, like, companies and universities who seek out black people to put in their yearbook, and they pay them. Because there's no black people at the university who will actually, like, go to them because of that, so they'll find a random stranger and then ask them to pretend to be part of the university.
I suppose I should turn the power back on.
Excuse me. So fucked up. And I'm hearing this story about this guy who got hired only because of the, you know that law which says you must hire at least one person of diversity? He was the only diversity pick. Everyone else at his workplace was white.
That thing is so stupid nowadays. In like a game in a series, I've got to have like one black person, one white person, one disabled person, one gay person,
Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Oh, do simmer down. Sabine brought me here.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Yo.
Salam alaikum.
The AI I'm working with is called Bagley. An utter G.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles.
I don't know, I don't play
all over the
PvP.
world, trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
Try the water caves where the silica pearls are.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're
Right, you know,
going to do.
in Viking Bay, where there's like all the sunken ships and the crates, yeah, because that actually leads to the underwater cave where you had your PvP base built.
Someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in
yeah, it also leads to another massive cave. If you take the right turn, there's like 2 different turns.
Citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television
If you go,
sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you
There's a cave at the back of the Ragnarok swamp, you know, near the castle.
In pre-crisis Britain, we got really
you could probably fit your Wyvern in there, just like squeeze it through.
Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise. And not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data, can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in
Coming up today on the upload,
no, I forgot about that scene.
Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder.
There's a scene in Sons of Anarchy where one of the club members gets bombed by 2 massive Asian guys.
Why?
She was pretty young when she launched
he's in prison. Because basically he like betrayed the club or whatever, blah blah, got sent to prison, and then like the club president realised they could use him to like take out a like rival gang's leader, so he did that, chefed him up. But then he's like the Asian guys too like under levels, whatever you want to call them, bombed him and then killed him.
Alright, bye.
What do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible.
So they bombed him relentlessly for like days and then murdered him. Which isn't funny in any way. But
bombed for days, fam. Imagine like going into court and saying, so what happened to Mr. To Mr. Bagley, oh, he got bombed to death. Bombing in it.
No, I'll send you a picture of why it's funny. Because on the episode preview, you see him getting bombed, and you just see the 2 Asian guys behind him.
More technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities.
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more
My brother's still singing me.
And she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were
inspired
by her very being.
You'll never get free.
Just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people that I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some way.
There's the one on the right. Why is he pursing his lips so much? He looks like a damn pufferfish.
Extremely methodical in everything.
Oh, hello. How's it going? Yeah, I am really enjoying it so far.
A better place for us to live in.
It's very accurate as well. It brings me back memories of my own time in London when I was on holiday.
I forgot about this. There's also a scene where one of the club members is dating a copper who's also on their payroll, and she like doesn't believe that he actually loves her, and it's one club member and another guy that's like far off waiting for him, and she goes, "If you love me, you'll fuck me right here, right now." So just in the middle of a fucking car park, he fucks her, and the other guy just sits there watching.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network.
And it's just like, how the fuck does this shit air?
Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London?
I've only ever played 2 of these games, so I'm looking forward to Legion.
Milton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, since DedSec did not perpetrate the bombings,
is the Green Mile
the question
any good?
Is,
yeah, the Green Mile's alright. It's quite sad though.
Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at
Because the black guy gets murked at the end of it. They give him the chair. I don't think he murders anyone, but they give him the chair.
Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
There's Sabine, good old Sabine.
Sounds like a name from Dying Light.
Yeah.
Sabine.
Sabine would like you to deliver your contraband.
Patching in Sabine right now. I suggest you listen very closely to
Deliver supply
anything she has
jobs
to
to
say.
Sabine
There
before
you
master.
are. I'm glad you made it. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero.
So Bagley got
Ring any
skull
bells?
fucked and no longer remembers anything.
But
Okay.
the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance.
Have you ever seen the film Shutter Island?
Dreadful.
Yes,
business.
it's a great film.
How did you make it out alive?
Fucking despised it because it was so. I just
contact
never
smuggled me out of the city
fucking
and I've
clue
been
what was
So
going on.
trippy.
Prudent.
I know that was the point, but it was just so annoying. I want to watch a film and enjoy it, not sit there thinking to myself, what the fuck just happened?
The city's out for DedSec's blood, I'm afraid. I wish I could help, but I'd be sticking my neck out. And I quite like my neck.
I'm going to piss.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
You're ready for
I
these.
suppose we'd better get started then.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Very nice. Excuse me. Excuse me.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Yeah, I like my suit. Fuck you.
I'm back.
And make this dude look like Thatcher. You better call the leg wear trousers, I swear to God.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson?
You
She
okay?
owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact. Not to mention,
I am now. I'm home from work.
Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when
It's been one
someone
of those
cocks a punch
days. It's
at you.
been really slow because it's quiet, so it like drags on and on and
I'll
on.
be right down. Could use the warm up.
I got my desk this morning though. I was in there by 8:30 again.
Great, I'm fighting a scouser, fuck's sake.
A scouser?
Kentucky Fried Hacker.
Equal rights, equal fights, bitch.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, the kind of cult. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're on Adballs, she'd be your uncle. She doesn't, so she's not your aunt. You get what I'm trying to say?
That man's a legend.
Chicken. I don't do it's maybes, I do absolutes.
Ow!
Have you not seen that Scottish parrot I sent to the group chat?
Scottish what? Parrot,
Scottish
yeah.
parrot. He's amusing. Yeah, he's called Onion.
Onion? Onion, yeah, we're shite.
Yeah. Do you want to see Onion, Rhiannon?
Oh, she got destroyed. Come on up, you come love.
Shake it, bastard! I'll kiss your toes, come on then.
Gear in order.
Balloon.
Not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early. Brilliant. I'm
He
working
was
out how to
mimicking
fight
the
Zero Day and ruin their day,
Lorry.
but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Leave them. Leave them.
Pick off. Yeah? Yeah, chicken bastard.
Spucky bitch.
About 6 o'clock, I'm going outside to go and base coat some models.
Did I hear you right? You're going outside?
Yes,
We don't
I've already
do that
been out
here.
today.
I know, I saw in your picture. James
Unlike
is
you,
there.
Jenna, we do exercise.
I work, shush.
Make no mistake,
You
London is under
work by
occupation.
sitting on your ass all day.
Mercenaries patrol our
Yeah.
streets allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
I'm actually doing standing up work on Tuesday for the day, so
just about anything.
So
get those
we
steps
have to
in.
ignite the will to resist in the people of London
I'm going
by
down to
showing
the
them
deli
that
in
Albion aren't the
Padstow, which
solution.
sounds
They're the
exciting.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets
I
of
don't think I can fit my trousers, so like I'm going to have to order some new
identified 2
ones.
opportunities.
Yeah, la la
We're going to disrupt
la.
some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way
stop
on the
yourself from making
highway.
a joke.
2,
What, you fat bitch? Thanks, Scott.
Precisely that, actually.
It's alright.
I
Yeah,
am
chicken
game,
bastard.
set and match, my
Chicky
dear.
bitch. You spucky
Let's get the
bitch.
people of London on board.
I've given up caring so much about what people say. Like, I know it's a joke anyways. Well, it might not be to you, but
No, it is.
it's all good. Body positivity. Being fat is great. Is Ryan even here?
No.
knows?
Mm.
Dead, isn't it?
Dead
That
ting in
shitty
it, fam.
bastard. You're not Michael Jackson, Rhiannon. Billie Jean, not my life.
When he falls off the stage. Michael, did you fall off the stage? Yes.
Sounds like kids ass, probably.
Yeah.
My KD unranked on For Honor is 32-32. God damn, I hate this game sometimes.
They don't want to play Siege today.
How about fuck yourself? Oh my god, another Orochi.
I haven't played it in so long.
Oh, I hate this game.
This gun do be having recall though. Oh fuck.
I just hate Orochis. They're so shit. Like, they're just so bad.
Spontaneous death. I don't like the idea of that. So my operative can have a heart attack midway through doing a mission. Yeah, Jenna?
What would you like to play today?
What do you want to play?
Cuddles. But that's not happening, so precisely it's up to you.
Don't really care.
I'm leaving. I'm not playing against an Orochi. That can just fuck off. I'd rather get D-ranked. I'm not doing that. I wish they'd ban Orochi from fucking ranked. It doesn't take any fucking skill to play him. Fuck me.
Oh, this is the one you can zoom me on. That's cool.
There's an upcoming... Oh, there's a new order starts in 23 minutes chimes for 2,000 steel. So I don't know if you want to come on when that's done.
Maybe.
I've got commitment issues in my head. It's really annoying me.
I've got commitment.
I got committed-ish. Kabish, bish.
Wait, my favourite card shop is around here. They replaced it with a coffee shop. Fuck you, game.
Ain't nothing but a heart.
They replaced my favourite card shop with a goddamn coffee shop. Fuck you, America.
No! Shush, Rhiannon, please.
I want to buy new shoes again, even though I've just brought some.
No.
Don't do it.
It's like me buying comics. I just bought 3 comics and I want to buy more.
Do it, you spooky bitch.
No. Jenna, I'm gonna be
I'm not spending it.
I'm gonna be painting those models. I'm going to. Oh fuck's sake! You know what? Never mind. Fuck my.
Take a breath and try again.
I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Like honestly, I've lost control of it.
Okay, or are you sleeping?
James' brain is just going. I don't
want to be Ryan. No soup. Don't want soup.
What are you trying to tell me, Pix?
I said the characters I'm base coating tonight are the ones I bought the colours for. It's like a pigeon caught in a tumble dryer. Shut the fuck up, Scott.
Are you gonna... I'm just asking, are you keeping them, or are you sending them?
Oh yeah, I'm keeping them. I just thought it'd be nice if I can play with them and think of you.
Scott, okay. Scott, you mimicking your birds?
No, I've got phlegm. I'll wash it away with crispy M&Ms.
Crispy M&Ms.
Crispy.
Is your brother okay, or is he just not coming on?
He's flying off at the minute.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Why has he got a secretary got a goddamn silenced pistol?
Because London, that's why.
This man has.
Tell me you live in London, not telling me you live in London.
Oh, I've been here. This is a nice place to visit. Ah, I nearly got run over by an ambulance.
Or saw him get chefed.
Get chefed in Sheffield, innit?
I'm trying to find an operator from Sheffield.
Ah, shit, it comes.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Lovely. So Albion has the power to detain anyone they want, and they hold enough sway over the courts to make fair trials a thing of the past.
Highlander stealing every kill.
But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
No, I didn't mean kill him, you... Oh, well, his neck's not going to recover from that.
What did you do to him, James?
I meant to do a stealthy takedown and he broke the dude's neck.
Oh, well, he's not coming out to his family that night.
On the next guy, right? He puts him to sleep. Gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep. Okay.
Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed.
Me and Zag were doing that last night. Some poor guy in Warzone.
What, yelling go to bed?
Yeah, while smacking a guy in the face.
That's nice of you.
We were fed up of getting rushed constantly, so we were like... Some guy landed on us, we were like, no, please, and me and Zag just got going, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, hitting him in the face with a pistol.
Aww.
Well, that's a lot of blood.
Oh my god, that song is so overused. Shut the fuck up. I feel like fucking something one on TikTok.
When Jimmy Savile saw an unattended child. Oh, he's got a bat on! Man's got a chef! Welcome to London, bruv! He's got a chef. He had a knife.
London!
That's why you said he's got a bat on.
That's close enough to chef, but it's a non-sharpened chef. Fire in the hole.
Oh my god, I hate Highlanders. On my team and as enemies, they're such cunts.
Will you ever let me play Highlander against you?
Oh yeah.
I won't let you wake up your
tell me what we've got, Bags.
A list of what Albions consider high-value targets that are threats to
It's just annoying, there's so many characters in this game that are just so broken. Like, just fucking fix it, Ubisoft. They nerf a fucking character on Siege like every week. Well, for Honor, they do it like once every 6 months.
Have you seen Jackal's New Elite?
No, I don't care. That game is shit.
Joke's on them. This list
I don't care either, I just saw it.
like-minded allies willing to help us.
You ever slip my wrist and play that game again?
Let's disrupt some of Albion's
I'm gonna wait until next season. Scott, shall we just say wait until next season and see what happens, yeah?
I don't even know if I'm gonna play it then.
Oh, come on,
I need to
like,
finish my battle pass, so...
I understand, but like... I don't put my weapon away.
I give no fucks about that game anymore. It's so shit. The game's bad, it's so fucking unbalanced and overcomplicated. The player base is just complete scum. It's just not a good game anymore, by any means.
Can't wait to see this version of London at night, though. disability settings for people who are hard of hearing is a nice, refreshing taste. Because you get the sound cues on the right-hand side of your screen.
Yeah.
What did I just throw? Spider drone. I need to think of what the button is to take my mask off.
You know, like, people that can hear can recognise people's, like, tone of voice. What do you reckon that's like for deaf people? Like, how do they recognise someone's tone? Or would it just be body language?
It's body language, facial expressions. Excuse me.
Are you going to be watching a film tonight then, James, you say?
Yep, and I'll be painting at the same time.
This could be a canvas for DedSec.
If you want, we could watch one together, but that's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
And depends what you want to watch.
What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit for it? Haste ups let the
I'd enjoy it so much more if they just
changed,
changed, like, literally three things
might
about
even
it.
encourage some of them to donate to the cause.
Literally, balanced characters, nerf pikemen.
Quite a
If For Honor had it, to be honest, Marching Fire was basically Operation Hell, but it like
and
broke
it just fucked up.
so much stuff. There's very few characters that... Nusha had a slight rebalance to her abilities, but they didn't fix her actual gameplay because she's really bad. Like, against high-level players, she's fine, but against new people, yeah, you ain't gonna survive. Because they just spam you. She's the one who trips you up and, like, uses her hooks to throw you around. They do stupid shit. Oh, not an advanced brain. He's got monkey brain, but with a couple of implants. At least because I'm playing a Ubisoft game, at least I'll get more points. Yeah. I feel like with I feel like Maestro's season was the last good season we had,
Yeah,
and then
season, yeah.
Grimsky was only bad because of the glitches and the hackers. I got silver because of that.
It was a monumental season. It was the first time that we had a defender with a shield, and that would have been amazing if it weren't so glitchy and OP.
Have you done this one? What?
It's like there's so many games that Ubisoft have made that would have been so much better, but they just refuse to put the effort in to patch it. And if they've simply just took the